Your Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney local forecast with meteorologist Kate Kloinger.
Listen to that wind. This is a video from Helena Tap in Lincoln earlier this afternoon, about an hour or so ago, but blizzard conditions still a risk off towards the eastern part of the state and parts of southeastern Nebraska as well. You could see at the start of that video that the visibility goes down near zero when the wind kicks up some of that snow and gets right in the way of the camera, as you see right there. It is pretty treacherous conditions if you are walking, never mind if you're on the road. So let's take a look at some of the road conditions, which this isn't even factoring in the visibility issues we could be seeing. But several places, as we were discussing earlier in the first weather segment, in northern Kansas along Interstate 70 heading into Goodland are completely covered and impassable according to Nebraska 511 and Kansas 511. Also here in the Tri-Cities area, down in some of the counties along that southern tier of counties, we have travel not advised just to the north of Grand Island. Here in Howard County, travel is not advised there, as well as off towards the Norfolk and Columbus area, travel not advised. Mostly to completely covered roadways across eastern Nebraska as well, but off towards the west, we haven't had any snow today, so seasonal conditions off that direction. Let's take a look at some of our sky cams right now across the Tri-Cities area. Here at our Local 4 News studios, you can see on that left part of your screen, that is Highway 281 heading into Hastings. That is completely covered with snow. Kearney right now, this is Interstate 80 at the Archway Monument. It looks like some of the roads have been cleared by plows. However, with the winds, we will continue to see that recovered overnight tonight. Also into Hastings right there on Burlington Avenue, and Locust Street and Grand Island is what we're looking at there. Satellite and radar has been very active today. So we've had over the past 6 hours this whole storm pan out across much of southeastern Nebraska. It got to the Tri-Cities just before noon in the form of some sleet, and then it quickly transitioned over to very heavy snow just around 12:30, and off towards the Lincoln area, they've been experiencing those blizzard conditions for the past several hours this afternoon. Looking at some of those winter alerts, the blizzard does go until 3 a.m. For the majority of these warnings. You can see where just to the south of us here in northern Kansas, it goes until midnight tonight. These winter weather advisories for Kearney County, Hall County, and the rest off towards the north and east also go until midnight. Let's take a look at the radar here closer to the Tri-Cities. We're seeing the back edge of the snow clear through the Highway 281 corridor, so that is good news for us. We should see things improve now forward. Off towards the Lincoln area, though, we still have some heavy snow rates from the Malcolm area down to Denton. Hickman in a little bit of a lull, but if you look to the north, still more coming out of Lincoln. Waverly also just getting out of a lull, and some more heavy snow coming in. But this whole system is impacting a large part of the United States. A couple of tornado warnings in Tennessee and Alabama right now, with flash flooding possibility from Tennessee into Kansas. So a very large impactful storm across basically half of the country today. Temperatures right now in the 20s. They will be dropping really over the next couple of days. We'll look at the 7-day in just a moment, but the winds out of the north and west behind this storm, whenever they start to turn from the northwest, that starts introducing dry air, and that starts wrapping up our snow chances, which we are already seeing that on the radar. But the blizzard conditions factor in the winds, and this includes visibility as well. But we're seeing still 37-mile-an-hour winds in Broken Bow, but there's no more snow in that area. It really hasn't been a whole lot today. Lincoln wind gusts upwards of 35 miles per hour, which does meet that blizzard criteria. Looking at the futurecast now, over the slow period over the next 12 hours, we'll see that back edge march east by around 7 o'clock tonight. We'll see it in York, and then by Lincoln around 9:30 to 10 o'clock, we'll see that moving on into Iowa overnight tonight and into tomorrow. Now let's take a wider view on the futurecast. We've been having multiple punches of snow over the past several days. We're not really looking at much more in the next few days, fortunately. Maybe a few more flurries off towards our north, but we stand a chance to get a little bit of clearing in between some systems, maybe a little bit of rain in Kansas, but we're not going to be seeing a whole lot. After this event wraps up, this is what we're looking at for snow totals, possibly upwards of 9 inches in spots from Hebron to the Lincoln area into Iowa as well. Here for the Tri-Cities, we're still around anywhere from 2 to 4 up to 6 inches of snow across our counties. Lows tonight getting down into the teens, and tomorrow we're not going to warm up very much, only into the teens here for the Tri-Cities tomorrow afternoon. Stick around, Ben Brady's in with sports after the break.